Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review, we are going to take a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Superman movie figures, specifically the man himself, Superman. So, here are two different versions of Superman from the Multiverse line. We have the regular standard Multiverse release on the left, and on the right we have this deluxe theatrical edition. There is also a gold label battle damaged version that is available at Target. So yeah, there's currently 3 versions of movie Superman out currently. I got these from the McFarlane Toys online store, but they have been hitting for the past few days. Feels like more the past few weeks. I think a lot of you have already seen this figure, but hey, let's take a look at them together, I thought. Instead of doing separate reviews on both of these, let's take a look at them both. So, the two different versions here, let's kind of get into it. So here is the standard multiverse release. You can see you have Superman there, extra set of hands, nothing else really. Looking at the packaging, love seeing the classic new logo there, adorning the multiverse packaging. There's the Superman movie logo on the side. Really nice packaging. There's like some sort of artwork there, which I actually like. It looks like a nice comic book version of this new Superman. But there you go. Just love seeing the new logos and the classic DC logo adorning this packaging. So that's the regular standard release. Then we have the deluxe theatrical edition, which is basically the collector edition. So we have Crypto, and it does say specifically Superman and Crypto. So you have Crypto there, Superman, and this one features a wired cape and then these fun little face plates. And the funny thing about these face plates is they kind of all look the same, other than the red eye version. So there's that, but we'll get into it more when we open this up. And then he does come with an extra set of hands. Right off the bat, he doesn't come with 2 closed-fisted hands. He's only got 1 closed fist. I don't like 2 closed fists. That's how I usually display my characters if the option's available, but there you go. Then this packaging features some nice artwork on the side. There's Superman with the lettering and all that, the DC Studios logo, different artwork on the back of the box, similar style, but of course you have Crypto on this version with a little Fortress of Solitude in the background there, and also do like the metallic look here with the blue. So very nice packaging. I love it when they mix up the packaging a bit. So again, just love seeing that DC logo, the new one here, and the DC Studios officially, on the packaging. So, all right, without further ado, let's get these guys out of the boxes and take a closer look. All right, so here's everything outside of the packaging. Let's look at the standard edition first. This is the regular multiverse line. There's the trading card once again. And then there's the back of the trading card. Then there is the figure. It obviously comes with a set of flight hands. So this version does not have a wired cape. It's got a plastic cape, no face plates. But overall, I really like this. The suit has really grown on me the more I've seen it in action, and I'm definitely a fan of it now. The logo, I dig it. I think they've done a great job translating this to plastic, in my opinion. I like that the suit looks like to have like a thickness to it, just like it looks like in the movie where it's not a skin-tight suit. Really, it's got a little bit more of a thickness to the suit, which I dig. I think that's a good choice they made, just to make it its own. I wish they had gone this route with the New 52 Superman that's being released, because you could kind of tell some of the cues from New 52 on this suit with the line work, the collar, and all that. So yeah, I wish they had gone with this more of a padded look for New 52 Superman. Anyways, getting back to this figure. So I really like the way they translated this to plastic. I think the face sculpt is pretty good. I look at that and I think that is David. It looks like him to me, passingly or whatnot. I think it's a good resemblance. I love the logo. The logo looks good. And yeah, no complaints here. I think it's a really nice 7-inch scale representation of the new Superman. Again, just wish it came with 2 fists instead of a grabby hand there. But what are you going to do? At least you got the flight hands. But range of motion is good here. The articulation. You can make some good poses with him. very tight there, but yeah, I think overall it's a really nice looking figure. There's the toe articulation, elbows. Yeah, I think it looks great, you know? So there is, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, but there's the standard version, right? So then, kind of moving on to the deluxe theatrical version. I'm going to just drop the stand there, so let's put him down for now. But, you know, it comes with those face plates that you see. It also comes with Crypto. Crypto is very, very basic, no articulation, just a sculpted plastic Crypto, which I'm fine with. You know, I like the pose that he's in. He's a good boy. Look at that. I like the cape. There looks nice. The collar's there. I think that's a nice little Crypto to add to the collection. So, really, I love Crypto. I'm really excited to see him in the movie, and so far he looks like a really fun character. Oh, and then before I look at the figure, there's the trading card as well. But yeah, the figure. So, big difference here is the wired cape, which I do kind of prefer, just because, you know, you can make some nice poses. Well, that wasn't a nice pose, but some nice, you know, cape flowing poses with this, obviously. The only thing I'm bumping up against a little bit is how the cape is attached here. I think this is more accurate to the movie, the way it's, you know, a larger piece of the cape's like padded in there. And even if you look at the Spin Master version, that's more accurate than this wired cape version. The way that, like, the thickness of the cape, the way it's coming out of the top here. That's the only thing that bothers me a little bit. Being very nitpicky there, but that's something that bothers me with that. But other than that, of course, having a wired cape I prefer with Superman. So again, you can make some nice flowy poses with him. Other than that, the articulation is exactly the same. Pretty much, yeah, it is. Same figure other than the wired cape. And then the face plates. So I will say that I do prefer the way this face plate came out versus the Guy Gardner one, where his ears were like a different color than the rest of his face. I think this one blends together pretty well, but you do see the cut there on the face where you're going to detach the plate. And the other thing is, you know, so let me pop this off here. So let's remove this. The face plates that they come with, very subtle. Like, there's another one. He's just like sort of making a sort of more serious looking pose. Like, all right. And then the other one here, more of a, I don't know, neutral look. Very, very slight differences here. And then finally, the most different looking face that it comes with is the good old classic, you know, up too late eyes, had a rough night, or heat vision eyes here. So we'll see how this looks in the movie, but yeah. So I think the face plates in this case, kind of a bust, to be honest with you. I think they should have, like, made it either a very angry looking one, or just to make it a little bit different from face to face. This was a little dirty, because you really can't, I can't even tell which one was that originally came with. So, but I guess the big question, obviously, is it worth picking this one up, the deluxe theatrical, which is a few dollars more, not a few dollars, I think a lot more, but, you know, I would say so, because you do get the, of course, wired cloth goods cape. The face looks, I think, as good as the one on the regular figure, and then, of course, you get Crypto. So if you're not psychotic like me and you have to buy both of them, and you can only buy one, I would probably get this one because of the cape. But this one's also just a very nice, good-looking Superman figure. I can't say that this one's way better than this one. It's really just the cape that makes the difference. It's definitely not worth it for the face plates. If you don't need Crypto, honestly, if you don't need Crypto and you don't care about the cloth goods cape, I think you could stick with this guy right here, in my opinion, of course. But yeah, there we are. So let's see how this guy looks next to a few other McFarlane figures. All right, so there we go. There is David next to Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's Superman in figure form is bigger than David's, which I believe David is taller than Henry. So there's that, but They're, of course, Christopher Reeve. And looks great together. I love this. Love seeing 3 cinematic Supermans in plastic form. Man, we got to get a Brandon Routh Superman before the line ends, because, you know, that would be awesome. They got to do a 5-pack. I mean, throw in Brandon. I know we're short. They could throw in, like, maybe a Clark Kent as part of the 5-pack for fun. You know, I think there's a lot of things you could do here, but we definitely need Brandon Routh, and I would love a new Henry Cavill if possible, because you can definitely see it's crazy seeing the differences in these face sculpts, even from Christopher Reeve versus David. Like, it's just, yeah, the Christopher Reeve one I think is a lot better, but this still looks like David, I think. But definitely Henry needs an upgrade there. So there you have it. So there's your look at the new Superman movie, Superman. And again, I like it a lot. I'm a fan of the suit now and the design of it. You know, the more I see of the trailers, I'm just really excited for this. So there's this version here, and of course, here's the Spin Master one if you just want to see just one more comparison. Obviously, the Spin Master one is 6-inch. McFarlane is a 7-inch scale, but for Spin Master, I've done a review of this one, but it's a great value figure for the kids, so definitely recommend that as well. But as far as the collector figure goes, I like this quite a bit. I will, of course, be looking for I think I ordered the battle damaged version from an overseas retailer now that I recall, so hopefully I will get that soon. But curious to see what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited for this figure? Did you get the regular version or the deluxe theatrical one? And yeah, always love to hear your thoughts and comments, of course. But thanks for watching. I do appreciate your time. Let me know if there's any other comparisons you would like to see. I'll do a bunch. I'll probably do some more reels and whatnot with various movie figures and so on, or regular figures or whatever. But there you go. Thanks again so much, and have a great day.